Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Unfortunately,
everyone.
Adam can't join us because he's exhausted from work, and I don't blame him. It's like 2 a.m. where he lives. He needs sleep.
He
But
does.
we will be joined momentarily by the Duff. He's Duff by the stuff, and the girls just can't get enough. He really likes the promo picture I used of him as a queen. I think he loved that. Uh,
That was a good picture, that.
But Pink Sock Podcast is available on all major streaming platforms. Go check it out. New episodes might not upload for a couple days and maybe a week because it takes a while to upload that, and I'm a slow bastard sometimes. With that because I've got a lot of things on my plate. But the Duff does have a new album. I can't wait to talk about it. It's called The Red Brick Road, not to be confused with Yellow Brick Road, because Yellow Brick Road went goodbye. The Red Brick Road said hello. Hi Dan, how you doing, brother?
Hi, Dan.
But Wednesday we go live again. We are going to be reviewing Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. This movie is very interesting. We will completely cover it then, but the movie is not a Michael Myers movie. But it is Halloween 3. We'll talk about why on the show. Noami, are you going to watch it and review it with us? Or
I don't know whether I'll get much time to watch it this week. Before Wednesday, we're working.
Oh, you're good. But you should check it out because
sounds good.
Even though Michael Myers is not in it, it's still an amazing movie. And sorry, guys, Bryan Duffy's not here yet. He's having some issues with his phone, so he will be with us momentarily. But for now, you have me and Noami. But Halloween 3 is interesting. I do enjoy Halloween 1 and 2. I love Michael Myers. I love all of that. But I think Halloween 3 should have been a standalone film. It should have just been called Season of the Witch. And a lot of people agree. But the reasoning why it was called Halloween 3, we will discuss it on the show, but to explain for those that are going to watch us review it, so there's no confusion, Halloween was just the name of the movie. They're supposed to release a new horror movie every Halloween, and it was going to have its own story. So they did Halloween 1 and 2, which was Michael Myers. They killed off the characters, and then they're going to do something new. But due to the fans being so attached to the man in the Captain Kirk mask, which, yes, Michael Myers' mask was a Captain Kirk mask painted white, they fell in love with him, so they brought him back. And they completely quit doing the whole Season of the Witch. See, Halloween 3 was a standalone, but it shouldn't have been called Halloween 3. It should have just been called Season of the Witch. I would love to see it get remade as a Rob Zombie film. I really would. I think it'd be excellent choice for Rob to do. I honestly think Rob shouldn't have done Michael Myers. I think he should have just skipped right to Season of the Witch. Have you seen any of Rob Zombie's Halloween films?
No, I haven't. I've not watched many films for a long time because I end up falling asleep. Even when they're good films, I end up falling asleep during films.
That's part of the reason why I did the reacts, because I haven't been really watching a whole lot of movies, and
Yeah.
I kind of have been interested in watching these movies, so why not force myself?
Yeah, good idea. Yeah.
Because with Season of the Witch, I watched it the beginning of it. I've watched it up to the middle, but I've never watched it all the way through, and I'm going to watch it I can't watch it tonight, but I'll watch it tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, so I'll watch it, and we shall review it and see what me and Gorak think of it as a standalone film. Guys, go check out Just the Facts. By the way, he is in the chat. He is Dan McNew. He's an incredible guy, and he has a lot of great videos on there. He has videos of Elvis Presley, when his helicopter landed. He has amazing footage of, I think, Michael Jackson, when Michael Jackson was in a shop, if I'm not mistaken. He has a lot of great footage, and footage of Dimebag. And we had him on the show quite a few times, and the most recent of times, he brought out a Dimebag Darrell track that's never previously been heard, which can be found on his channel. And with his approval, I'm going to upload it on this channel too, so that our listeners can see it too, with a link on it to his channel, thanking him for it. Because I think everybody should hear that song. It's awesome. What do you think of it, Noami?
Oh, I thought it was really good. Yeah, it was really interesting hearing about it when we had Dan on talking about it on the show. Yeah.
Yeah, we still need to get Al on the show, though. We still need to get Al. I'll have to talk to Dan about it. I'm not sure what's been going on with Dan. I hope everything's all right, Dan. I tried messaging you about a shirt. I haven't really heard from you much. I know that sometimes he has a lot going on. We all do.
Yeah.
But if you have issues finding the Pink Sock YouTube channel, I think most of our subscribers have found it. But if you have a problem finding it, go to allmylinks.com/Pink Sock Podcast. Everything is there. Everything. Our YouTube channel, our Facebook, our Instagram, all that. It's all there. And give Noami and Gorak a round of applause, because that's not all me. Michael Myers is the same age as Dan. He's an old fart now. Could you imagine in the next 10, 20 years if they make another Michael Myers, he comes out with one of them walkers with the tennis balls on it? It's like, oh, get there. That's why he walks slow. He walks really freaking slow for that reason.
Yeah, age is just a number.
Age is actually definitely just a number, because I actually know quite a few people in their 70s, 80s, 60s. My mom, she's in her 60s, going to be 70 in a couple years. She goes. You can go. Age is just a number.
Yeah.
They get meaner with age. Some people do. I think with age, and I can say this now, I know I'm still young, but the older I become, the less I really care about things that don't matter.
Yeah, same.
But I do still have anxiety, real bad social anxiety, but here's the hope that it goes away. It will go away eventually. But let's promote Bryan James Duffy's new album, The Red Brick Road. He isn't here yet. I don't know what's going on. He might be having issues with his device. But The Red Brick Road is an excellent album. Noami, you haven't really had a chance to talk yet. So tell us a little bit about The Red Brick Road. You have your notes. Let's do this.
Yeah, I've got them. Yeah. Well, it's a series of abstract stories about Bryan Duffy's life in the US, because he's originally from Canada. And it brings together some of his favourite influences, including Americana, blues, and folk music.
Have you had a listen to the album?
I've not had a listen to it yet, and I'm looking forward to listening to it.
I gave it one listen a couple days ago, and I loved it. I love the album. I'll have to listen to it again, because with me, it takes me a couple listens and a couple watches to really take in the music.
Yeah. It does with me as well.
I did enjoy it. I really did. That's why, with these movies we review, sometimes there's a little things that I'll forget or whatever, because there's just so much going on. Thank you. I appreciate it, Dan. I just didn't want to post it and take away your views, because it's a song that was given to you. But yeah, Bryan Duffy, man, I don't know if you've ever heard the Garage Boys, but the Garage Boys is a very interesting band, because I can't really describe what they are, because they are just about, they're genre defining as well. And they just, man, great fucking group. They're from Las Vegas. I actually feel bad, because I actually went to Vegas about a year ago. Oh my God. Noami.
Yeah, you did.
Noami, it's been almost a year since I left Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah, it's gone quick, that.
What the fuck? Anyway.
I remember when you moved there.
Wasn't it crazy, man?
Yeah.
Time fucking flies. But I went to Vegas, and I didn't even get to hang out with Brian. I didn't get to hang out with Brandon. I didn't get to hang out with anyone other than my buddy Marcus, which is amazing, though. Because Marcus, great friend of mine, shout out to Marcus Miller. He's the owner of Audio Vein Entertainment. I help write for them occasionally. I do plan on bringing back Way Back Wednesday again. I haven't done it in a while. It's been a couple weeks, but life happens. Life happens. But yeah, I didn't get to hang out with them. But next time I'm in Vegas, there's always a next time. There's always a next time. And I am planning trips like that. Once I get a few things under order, I got like a doctor's appointment coming up and shit I got to get out of the way. But once I get everything taken care of, I shall be back to Vegas. I do plan on flying next time. Sorry, I'm having issues with my glasses. I plan on flying next time, but that's if I can find somebody to go to Vegas with me, because I am not flying alone for the first time. I know that sounds pansy, but I can't fucking fly. I never tried, and I know how my anxiety is. And unless I have somebody there, like as a moral support, I'll be freaking the fuck out. That's just how I am.
Yeah, have somebody there with you.
I have
this the first time.
I have this game that was given to me as a Christmas present. And this is perfect for the whole Bryan Duffy picture. Because if you saw the picture, you'd understand. Let me see if I can find it. Because I think I have it right. Hold on. Right here. I think this is the photo I'm looking for. This dude, oh, that's all that is man right there. But this is a game that was gifted to me. I haven't played it yet, but it's called Unstable Unicorns. I don't know if you've heard of it, if you've seen it, but the description of the game is perfect. Horrify your friends, abandon them because unicorns don't judge. I've seen people play it. It seems like a great game. I just haven't had a chance. By the way, I had my coffee, so I'm on a roll today. By the way, have you seen the commercials for the new Lightyear movie?
No, I haven't.
I'm going to go see it today.
Right.
With a lady friend of mine. And shit, like it's got bad box office, but like I want to see it. It's not a let me know when you're going to Vegas. I might go too. Been wanting to go for the past year. Fuck, let's go, dude. I'll drive to Texas and then we can fly together.
Yeah, go down.
I think Texas is like a 15-hour drive or something like that for me. I think maybe longer than that. Maybe
a long way.
Maybe because I know Vegas is about a 35-hour drive. Because I think it's like I forget how long it is from one side of the United States to the other. Dan, have you been to Vegas? Instead of like sitting here like doing this, I'm just gonna invite them. Oh, look who's here!
Yeah,
we got Hillary Duffy. Hold on, howdy, brother.
Hey,
you
man.
made it. You fucking made it. Look at you.
Holy shit! You know that idiot that before he leaves the party he goes, "Let's all have a shot together." That's me.
I wouldn't expect anything less from you, Brian.
Yeah. Sorry. I apologize for being late, guys, and I was having trouble getting on this thing. It took me like 5 minutes to I don't know what was going on. So here we are.
Man, you being late, you might want to go get tested, man. You might be pregante.
You never know. Yeah. Well, it's good to be on here, and like I said, I'm never usually late, and this time I apologize. So, how you guys doing?
Don't worry.
Doing great, dude.
It's great having you on.
Don't worry. We actually normally do this show with each other, so we can fill in airtime. So
nice.
We can.
So you have a new album out.
I do. I did this recording with some friends of mine, and just thought I wanted to do it just for shits and giggles, Mm-hmm. And then I'm getting all this positive response from it, so I figured I better start working it,
Mm-hmm. I listened to it, and it's a very good album. I must applaud you. I was like, Bryan Duffy solo now. Like, what's going on with the Garage Boys? No, I'm just kidding. you still don't.
I'm losing you guys.
Oh, can you hear me?
You're gonna have to repeat. Yeah, let me hit this refresh. Yeah, you guys are cutting out. Let me refresh here.
You're good, brother. I'll just chill
Okay.
out.
I got you now.
Okay. So what are you doing with the Garage Boys? Are you just like going to be doing a solo project and them?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I love being in the Garage Boys. That's been my life for the last 15 years. So I have no intentions of walking away from that. I just had every intention of just recording something just for my own personal love of recording. And now I'm sort of getting a lot of calls to do something with it. So that's why we're talking about it.
Do you have any solo dates planned?
I don't right now. No, I'm probably going to plan some for the fall, just probably just get my acoustic guitar out and map out a few weeks here and just kind of get in my car and go out and do it that way,
Nice. So
Oh,
Yeah.
sounds good.
what inspired the title, The Red Brick Road? It wasn't Yellow Brick Road, was it?
No, sir. Kind of a okay. I'm gonna sound like really artistic, like a total artistic fruitcake here, but like it's sort of like correlating that the Wizard of Oz story with my own life and how turbulent and crazy it's been in that taking that other road that nobody in my family took, sort of thing. Everybody's a doctor or a science teacher, an engineer in my family, and I quit school and joined a band, kind of thing, So I use that imagery to kind of write about it.
So instead of follow the Yellow Brick Road, you're like, fuck that. I'm taking this one.
The other one. Yeah, that took the
That
really
sounds
tough one.
really interesting.
That's actually a very interesting take on it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's a very interesting take. So how would you describe like the journey this album takes? Because I know it follows your life from like being in another country and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. From just packing everything up in my van overnight. I got a call to come down to Las Vegas to fill in for a guy getting married down here, and I figured out. They were like, "Do you want to come down to Vegas?" And I had a day to decide what I was going to do. And I'm like, all right. I packed everything I own in my van, in my hippie van, and came down here, and I haven't left. So
was it a Volkswagen van? Please tell me.
It wasn't. I admit it. It's just, I romanticized it that it was like much more cool than it was. It was a Chevy Venture.
That's less cool. Come on, Brian.
It's not as cool. I know.
You said hippie van. I thought it was like gonna have like the flowers on it.
No. I had my Philly Eagles stickers and my Jimi Hendrix stickers on it. So it's as cool as it gets.
I mean, that's still badass, bro. I actually have a friend. He has a bus. I think you would love it. It's called the Canna Bus.
Nice.
It's a big green bus with like pot leaves on it and all kinds of shit. He has like flags hanging off of it.
Nice. Nice. Well, hey, look, I'm representing here.
Oh, I love it. Do you like my coffee mug?
Let me see it. I'm like half blind. Yes, I like that very much.
For the algorithms on YouTube, this is a straw, and this is where you put your sugar.
Nice.
So what have you been up to other than the solo album? Because we haven't had you on here in a year or two.
It's been a long time. All I've been doing, man, is playing guitar. That's I love to say I've been the band went to Ireland, and thanks for visiting us, Cathy. I thought you were going to come out. We went to Ireland for a little brief tour, and we're talking about going to Japan for a week in the new year and back to Ireland. So and that's about it. Just playing music and enjoying Las Vegas. So
man.
This is my backyard.
Oh, lovely.
I actually went to Vegas last year, and I was like, I should have hit up Duff. Next time I come out.
You should. I'm right downtown. I can walk to Fremont Street in 3 minutes.
Damn, dude. Yeah. Well, depending on how out of shape you are. I mean, it would take me 10.
Well, okay, 10 for you. I'll pull you in a wagon.
Right, Roy should go to Vegas. We're planning a trip to Vegas, so we're all going to party.
All right. Absolutely.
Sounds like Royce is joining you as well.
So are you? So how excited are you though that concerts are back? Because last time we talked, there wasn't any concerts going on.
That's right. We were talking in a pretty bleak time, weren't we?
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, I couldn't be happier. That's why I remember the conversation you and I had, and we had just done a podcast, a live stream, I should say. Sorry, and you asked if we were going to be doing a lot of those, and I said no. There's no way. We're I'm not. I don't want this to become normal. So that the fact that everything came back, it feels great right now.
And it's also great that you guys are going like over in other countries and stuff now.
Yeah.
Instead of stuck in Vegas.
Yeah. Well, I gotta give a shout out to the Midwest, because during the whole shutdown, we just kept going out there. We kept going up to Wyoming and South Dakota. And I think we're about one of the only bands that kept playing from Vegas, because but that took its toll physically, constantly going out, 1,000, 2,000 miles.
Well, if you guys ever come to Ohio or Pittsburgh, PA, let me know, because that's my area.
I'm planning on a trip. It's not musical though. I'm planning on a trip to Pittsburgh. The Eagles and the Steelers are playing October, I think 30th or 31st or something like that. And this guy wants to go. So,
well, I'm not much of a sports guy, but if you want to hang out before or after,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
about an hour and 20 minutes away from there.
All right, I'll let you know. I'm gonna try and make it happen.
The Duff is the singer of both Garage Boys and his solo band. At least I hope he's the singer of his own solo band.
Yeah, I'm a singer.
Could you imagine being the singer and guitar player of Garage Boys, but not the singer of your solo project?
I'm sure it's been done.
It has. I forget who it was. I think it was one of the members of the Eagles, maybe. They had a solo album that they didn't sing on. I don't know. It wasn't the Eagles. I forget who it was, but somebody was the singer of a band and wasn't the singer of their solo album.
Really?
And it was really fucking weird.
Yeah.
I'll have to Google that.
Have you, what's your biggest influence when it comes to this album, though? I know each song's a different genre. So,
well, a lot of people that I'm sending it in for a lot of reviews, and a few people that I've talked to have always said, I didn't know you were such a blues guy. It's like such a blues, and I'm like, well, that was the people that inspired me to play guitar. As a kid, I wasn't I love these guitar players, but I wasn't like an Yngwie Malmsteen or a Eddie Van Halen fanatic. I was Albert King, Stevie Ray Vaughan, B.B. King, fanatic as a kid. Johnny Winter. I was a huge Johnny Winter fan, so I wanted to kind of express that part of me. That's a Southern Americana blues fan, and it didn't. I don't think the whole recording came across as bluesy, but it's, I guess, compared to the Garage Boys, it's really bluesy,
Yeah, I noticed that. It's very bluesy, but it's still got the hard rock feel, though.
Yeah. You can't take that out of you, when that's what you do.
Exactly. That's why, I was listening to it, and a lot of artists have a problem with separating their solo from the band they're in, and you did a great job at separating the two. I know a lot of artists don't have that. It sounds very similar. Even with early Ozzy, the instrumentals were a little different, but you're like, yeah, that's Ozzy. Yeah. You still have that distinct sound, but it's not Garage Boys. You separated the two. Yeah,
absolutely. I don't think anybody would be able to tell the difference. I don't think anybody would be able to say, oh, that's the same sounding kind of vibe. Because especially with the new Garage Boys that we're hopefully going to be done with by the end of the summer, it's going to be considerably different.
How many albums do you work on at a time? Jesus, you just released one. Take a break. I'm just kidding.
in this day and age, you're just doing it for yourself, anyways. Like it's
True.
It's not like we're dealing with big, huge record companies and whatever. We're doing it for us, so we throw it out whenever we want.
Hey, at least you're not like Buckethead or Frank Zappa releasing like 15 albums a year.
Wouldn't that be nice?
How does he do? Are you familiar with Buckethead?
I'm not, but I'm a huge Zappa fan. So,
I love Zappa too.
Yeah, and you know what I was listening to yesterday? It's a Zappa produced it. Do you listen to any Captain Beefheart?
Yes, Captain Beefheart and his magic band.
Yeah, I listened to the Trout Mass replica the other day, and I've been trying to play it to some of my friends. It is easily the weirdest record ever, and so I wish I could do something like that.
So you enjoy really weird music, because so do I. I listen to everything, but it's fun when you can like dive into a band that's really weird. And there's this artist that I've been listening to lately. Let me bring it up here because I forget his name off the top of my head, because I mass sent it last night. I sent it to a bunch of people and I'm like, check his shit out. And they're like, what the fuck is this? His name is Muck Sticky. Ever heard of Muck Sticky?
I haven't.
He's a rapper. Most of his songs are about weed or having fun, but his music is really bizarre sounding, but it works. It's very catchy.
Cool.
So you should check him out.
And Buckethead you were talking about. I'm gonna have to get on YouTube and listen to him. I love weird stuff. But
Buckethead's weird, but he's all instrumental, and he will release 20 albums in like a month.
Wow.
And I don't know how he does it, but he like releases a bunch of albums. He has like over 300 he released in 1 year at one time.
Damn. Good for him. Good for him.
I'm like, holy, yeah, but as a fan, how do you keep up with that shit and listen to anything else?
I guess you got to be a fanatic,
So what's your favorite Zappa album? You mentioned how you're a Zappa fan. What's your favorite
album?
Man,
that's a tough one. I mean, if you're going like early Zappa, probably Weasels Rip My Flesh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a favorite one. There's I've been listening to Studio 10 lately, which is a really weird one, but it's just 2 songs on the whole record. There's no favorite Zappa record to me. That's the thing about him, is it doesn't matter what he could puke on a record and I would like it. It doesn't.
Well, the thing is sometimes like you're listening to music and then you're like, oh, some of it's starting to sound the same, so we got to throw on some Zappa. We got to throw on something really bizarre out there.
There's some artists. It doesn't matter what they do. I'm gonna like it. I don't know. I can't explain it, but Frank is one of those people that didn't matter what he did. I just like it.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of like the Beatles. It didn't matter what record they came out with. I like them all. I love them all. So.
Well, it's just no matter what style they go for it, they make it work. And I think that's what makes them incredible, because Zappa will go from like jazz to like a hard rock sound, and then he'll go to like a blues, and like, wow, and it's all on the same record.
Yeah, he even made a doo-wop record in the late 60s. It's like pure 50s doo-wop, and it's incredible.
I would argue the album art for Weasels Rip My Flesh paved the way for death metal bands.
Could be.
Because that's the first album that I can recall, the earliest album that I can recall, where there's like a violent album art.
Yeah.
It's not that bad, but still.
It's creepy. It's creepy. I think his creepiest album cover is Hot Rats, that weirdo the witch or something coming out of the empty pool. That's one of the creepiest ones.
I don't know if we mentioned this last time you were on the show, but did you know that Frank Zappa had the first album to have a parental advisory sticker?
I did not know that.
It had parental advisory explicit lyrics, and Zappa actually fought that because the album was Jazz from Hell. And any Zappa fan knows that's a purely instrumental album.
Yeah, that isn't. I've watched all of those congressional hearings back in that day. I've rewatched them all, and just the idiocy behind it. And Frank said, "Why don't you just put a paper bag over the records and have the lyrics on the record, and parents can read it. And if they decide they don't want their kid to buy the record, then they won't, and then you have the full album under the paper bag." I thought, well, that's pretty smart. But
as much as I love Frank, though, when it comes to the congressional hearings, my favorite was Dee Snider, because he showed up fully decked out like he would if he was playing with Twisted Sister, and he fucking sat there with sunglasses on in front of the fucking Congress. He didn't give a shit.
He was awesome. Him and Frank buried them. He buried them all.
I think the reason why Dee's was so great is because he proved that he's smarter than they thought he would be, dressed like that. Yeah. And he kind of destroyed the stigma of dumb rock star.
Yeah. You know who else was great on that too? Believe it or not, was Donny Osmond, because he was Mr. Clean, and he stuck up for them all. He stuck up for Twisted Sister and Zappa, and very eloquently. If you actually go back to it, he was awesome on it. I'm like, go Donnie.
Did you ever watch that interview? It was with Zappa. It's the Crossfire interview. It's like 40 minutes long. And
maybe.
And one of the guys, he's an older guy. He's like, "Frank Zappa, you're only in it for the money. At least that's what one of your songs says." He's like, "That's an album." Like, he kept like interrupting the guy, and the dude was like, "Well, you got to get out more, Zappa." He's like, "Yeah, but you don't know the difference between my album and my song, and I'm the one that's got to get out more."
That was the other. I think I know what you're talking about, because there was the same interviewer that said there's a lot of sex and drugs on TV, and don't we need to keep our kids away from that? And Frank goes, "There's no sex on TV. There's only titillation."
Exactly. Well, another argument he had is there's a lot of violence in your lyrics. He's like, "Not in my lyrics, but there's a lot of violence in the Bible, and you're not censoring that."
Yeah,
like he kept going in circles with him.
Fantastic.
You know the interview is going south though, because the interviewer started pissing Zappa off, and he told him to go fuck himself on national television.
Yeah.
And
Frank was too smart for all of us, so.
Yeah, like he left us too soon. I think we need a little Zappa nowadays, and George Carlin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, I love your shades.
The world misses them both.
We're like sunglasses brothers. We're like sunglasses brothers.
I'm like blind as a bat today. You guys are cutting out again. You have to let me refresh this.
You're good, buddy. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry, I missed the last 30 seconds.
Oh, you're good. Most women of my life missed the last 30 seconds.
Sorry.
so bro,
you guys
what were you saying?
You
Duff?
guys sound like robots right now. I said you guys sound like robots right now. I'm gonna move over here, but maybe it's the wall that I'm sitting against. How's this?
It's good on my end. You're lagging a little bit, but I can still hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Okay, good.
So where did you
say what you said again?
I forgot what I said. I forget. I have bad memory.
Oh,
I'll ask another question though. Where did you get this amazing outfit? And are you going to be wearing this on tour?
The outfit. Which one are we talking about?
This one. It just popped up.
Oh, that one. you know. I think I'm gonna leave that for the ages on Facebook. And Twitter.
Come on.
And Instagram, wherever else it is.
You should come out like Weird Al Yankovic, dressed up like that.
My first question was, where did you find that? Like, you had to have really dug deep to find that.
No, I went on your Facebook and I went on photos and I scrolled a little bit and it popped up. I needed a perfect photo for the show.
Well, you got one. It was as good as the CoverGirl one. I was thinking, which one am I going to put up? This one or the CoverGirl one? I like that one better.
It's a good photo.
You have a lot of great like wardrobes. You should do
Thank you.
you should do a calendar. You should-
I should do a Elton John tribute is what I should do.
Yes.
Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Hello the Red Brick Road.
Yeah.
You should do that song. Hello Red Brick Road. Do a Yellow Brick Road cover.
Yeah. You never know.
It's hard to hide pictures on the internet, Dan says in the chat.
Yeah. Well, you got to own it, right? If you're gonna put yourself out in the internet like that, you got to own it. Whatever they put up. So
Exactly.
That was my bachelor. Go ahead.
Exactly. Like the thing is you gotta like not have an ego when it comes to pictures like that because people are gonna see it. That was at your bachelor party?
That was my bachelor party. Yeah.
Was you the stripper?
And I'm like, no, I was. There was no strippers there. We went and did paintball, and I don't remember much. I'll be honest with you. That I don't even remember that photo being taken.
Sounds like you had a brilliant night.
You're welcome for reintroducing you to the photo.
Yeah, I know. It was funny when I saw that because I'm like, what the hell?
You were like, you always find the most flattering photos of me.
Yeah, that's all good though. I liked it. It went over well.
So since you said you plan on shows in the fall, we should bring you back on for a third time in the fall, so you can talk about your shows.
Let's do that. I'll probably I'll probably shoot you a text from wherever I'm at, and let you know how things are going.
So I noticed. Hold on, my phone's ringing for some reason. Probably debt collectors or whatever. I don't know.
That might be my last message. I'm trying to get on here. Give me a second.
So I've noticed though, every time I've talked to you, I always forget you're Canadian because you don't have the accent. You don't do the A and the boot.
You know what? Everybody says that till I have a couple of beers, and then it comes right back. It's like,
you suppress it.
All of a sudden, I'm just like, it's like, and it's like, where did that come from?
So you actually had to suppress your Canadian accent?
I think it just kind of went away, except when I go, well, it's like, the drummer from the Garage Boys, he's from Oklahoma, and he has a little bit of a drawl, but when he goes back, and then he's for 2 weeks or so, when he comes back to Vegas, he sounds like Boomhauer, just like for the next 3 days. It's like same thing happens to me. I go back to Canada, and everybody is like, "Oh, so Duffy, you like it in Vegas, eh? You like it in it's good, eh?" And I'm like, "Holy shit, we do sound like that." Okay, and then I come back, and everybody's, "You've been back to Canada, haven't you? Because your accent is completely back." So,
dude, all your bandmates should go back to where you guys are originated for a month. Come back and do a show. See what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we got a guy coming in. We got a guy coming in from Ireland. Our new member Lee is going to be coming in from Ireland in August. So he's got a really thick accent. He's a dairy boy. So
so you have members from everywhere, bro. You got Ireland, you got Canada.
Ireland, Canada, and the two boys are from one. Our bass player is right from here, Vegas. He's born and raised, and our drummer's from Oklahoma.
Is the bassist one of the founding members of the band? Because you said the band's based in Vegas.
Yeah, no, the founding member of the band was an agent who put it together and called me in and said, "Do you want to front this band that I'm putting together?" It was just a band to play casinos, and I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And then we ended up taking over ourselves. So I book it now. I manage it.
That actually explains a lot, because I've always wondered, because I see bands that like have like no original members or like only one. And I never thought that like an agent would just throw a band together and find people to do it for them.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did. So we were a prefabricated boy band, I guess.
Sorry, my phone's going off the hook. Go ahead, continue what you're saying.
As we were kind of a put together band, you know, and then we ended up breaking away from that agency and taking care of everything ourselves, you know, which is really the smartest thing to do. I mean, if you're not looking after yourself, who is?
So did you guys end up buying the name from the agent, or does the agent still?
No, we're still friends, you know, so we just kind of moved off and did it ourselves.
Oh, so he just kind of gave it to you?
Yeah. He couldn't. He didn't want to take it on anymore, and I wanted to kind of do what I wanted to do with the band, as opposed to playing these, you know, some of these things that we were doing and what they were trying to dress us up to do was just not. We just wanted to play rock and roll and a bit of country and do the gigs we like doing, as opposed to doing every single gig on the planet, you know.
Understandable.
Yeah.
So what part of Oklahoma was your band member from? Dan wants to know.
His name is Craig, and he's from Colbert. So he's from Lake Texoma. Nobody knows where Colbert is. So but everyone knows where Lake Texoma is in that area.
I totally understand that, because I'm from Ohio, but it's hard to explain where I'm from, because not a lot of people know a lot of small towns and shit in Ohio. So I got to tell them I'm an hour and a half from Columbus. I'm about 2 hours from Cleveland. I'm about an hour and 20 minutes from Pittsburgh. And I'm like 30 minutes from Wheeling, West Virginia.
Right.
That's how I got to explain it, because that's just how it is. You're lucky. You just say I'm from Vegas, and everybody in the world knows where the hell Vegas is at.
Well, when I say I'm from North Bay, Ontario, originally, everybody looks at me, you know, so I just say Toronto.
Dan says he knows where Colbert is, not Stephen Colbert. He means,
yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
He knows where that is. It's a little place. It's a little tiny place.
I mean, he's been everywhere, man. He's been everywhere. Hire me as a vocalist. No. What Dan said earlier, though, we were in conversation, but I did happen to see the comment. You don't have to bring it up if you can't find it, Noami. Earlier, when I said there was a guy that went solo and wasn't the singer of his band, I actually got my facts a little wrong. I was thinking of the guitarist of, the singer of Damage Plan, I think it was. He played guitar for Halford, but he was the singer of Damage Plan. That's who I was thinking of, which is very interesting, because he went there. No, he's not from Colbert. It's just a different thing I was talking about that I just thought of. My brain's weird, Brian. I'll talk about one thing, and then I'll go into another topic, and then I'll finish the topic I started with.
Oh, gotcha. Well, welcome to being a musician.
You're going to listen to Brian's album over here, and he's going to have one song, and it's going to stop halfway through and go to the next one, and then you'll get the finishing at the end of the album. Yeah. Do you think that's why bands like Metallica come out with part 1, part 2, part 3 of different songs?
Who knows?
Couldn't come up with an ending.
Or Bob Dylan writes part 3, but Bob Dylan will write part 3, but he won't write part 1 or 2. You're like looking through his discography. Where's part 2? It's just part 3. That's it.
I mean, don't do drugs, kids. I think you froze, Duff. I think we got a freezer over here. Let me remove him and bring him back. Duff, you with us? Oh, we've been having a little bit of problems, so I'm going to remove him, wait a minute, and then bring him back. I'm going to ask him to refresh here real quick. Guys, it happens. It's live. Duff will be back momentarily. It's just technology is awesome, ain't it? Hold on. Let me get a hold of Bryan Duffy. Refresh. He froze. He just left. He will be back. Star Wars episodes are weird. Dan, you are correct. That's another thing that was an issue for people. But the thing was with Star Wars, fun Star Wars trivia. Star Wars, the first one, was not called A New Hope until after it came out on VHS and DVD. When it was in theaters, it was just called Star Wars. That's all it was called. And then it was in theaters for a while, and I think they removed it and put it back, one or the other, but they added episode 4, A New Hope, and that confused a lot of people.
I did.
But it happens. If Bryan can't join us, rejoin us, we might call it an episode in like 20 minutes. It was great talking to him. We will bring him back. I don't know what's going on with his phone, but it happens. It's live. We got to talk about the show. We got to talk about all that fun stuff. I'm hoping to bring him back on in the fall, though, because that's incredible. Boys love their lifesavers. I need to get one now. What did I miss a part of the conversation?
Lightsabers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
she had a typo. She had a typo. Okay.
Yeah, lightsabers.
I got confused because I have lifesavers like the candy downstairs. But yeah, Star Wars episode 4, 5, and 6 really confused people. Really confused people. And then 1, 2, and 3 came out. And I guess from what my understanding is, I've watched a few behind the scenes stuff. George Lucas did not have the technology to do what he wanted with the trilogy. So he just did those. And he honestly didn't think it would take off like it did. So he just released the first Star Wars and was going to do a comic book series and shit, but they decided to make movies. So that's just from what I've heard, from what I've read.
I've heard the same.
But yeah, I mean, George Lucas is a genius. We got the Duff back.
Got me back. Hey, you know what happened?
What happened?
You guys are gonna welcome to Las Vegas. My phone overheated.
Oh, how hot is it there? How hot has it been?
It's let me check. It's actually only 93.
Oh shit.
It's only 93.
Do you think that's why? Do you think that's why it's been lagging?
Could be. It overheated. I just put it in the freezer for a few minutes.
only in the West, folks. Only in the West.
Yeah, so that's insane. That hasn't happened in a long time.
You're good, bro. We just was talking about Star Wars because we was talking about how like musicians would release songs, like you said with Bob Dylan releasing part 3, but nothing else. Well, you have Star Wars who released episode 4, 5, and 6, and then went 15 years without 1, 2, and 3.
This is correct. Warped a lot of kids' minds.
Well, I guess when it was in theaters, I wasn't around then, but when it was in theaters originally, it was just called Star Wars.
Yep.
And then when it came out on VHS and shit, it was called Part 4, A New Hope, and people were like, wait, what? Hello, Kath. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, Kath's here. Hi, Kath.
Kath finally joined us. She said that she's going to be at the Luxor in a few weeks, and we'll see you on Fremont for a beer.
Right on. Absolutely. Tell her to bring it.
And Cathy wants to know where your album's available. I know you can find it on all streaming platforms. Where can you purchase?
You can album? if you want a physical copy, the CDs are at the Garage Boys website, which is thegarageboysband.com. And you can get it on Apple Music, and you can stream it on Spotify and Amazon if you like. And the vinyl will be ready for shipping at the end of October.
Nice.
So if you're an audiophile and you like vinyl like me, then it'll be. I don't want to do any pre-orders just in case. People have been asking about pre-ordering it, and I'm like, well, I want to make sure this thing gets here, So the vinyl will be ready by pretty much Halloween.
Yeah, I understand wanting to make sure it's there. I have a buddy who did pre-orders one time, and they didn't send enough. They didn't. Speaking of things, we do have a special shirt for just guests that we might start shipping out shortly.
Nice.
If you want one, I'll send you a picture of it and you can get one. We just don't know when we'll be able to ship it because we've had so many guests that it's going to cost a good bit of money to get them all shipped.
Send one out, buddy. I'll even buy mine. Send
Okay.
it out.
I'll send you the cost for shipping and everything.
There you go.
It's on the shirt. It says, "Thank you for coming on my pink sock." And on the back, it has all the podcast information on it.
Nice. I'm in.
You're in. What exactly does your shirt say? Native Nations Cannabis. Is that a company?
Oh, these are real. So this is a dispensary, and it's owned by the Flandreau Sioux tribe up in South Dakota, and we work for them a lot. We did their New Year's party. We just did a corporate party for them down at the Pechanga in Temecula, California. So, and the tribal president loves us, and he's a great guy, and so we've developed a good friendship. So I'm representing for him.
Nice. You always got to represent cannabis.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, you're gonna laugh at me. I don't even smoke, so I'm just representing. I know my couple of members of my band might partake the odd every 5 minutes kind of thing, but I like my whiskey, so I'm just representing because I love these guys.
Bryan Duffy, he is the non-pothead cannabis advocate.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you don't want to hang out with me when I'm high, man.
Oh, you become Ozzy Osbourne when you're high.
Yeah, I'm not too functional, so
that's understandable. Some people aren't. Some people just can't do it.
That not me, but I've always been a believer in the properties of it. I've always had a problem with it being illegal, and so I'll always speak up for what I believe in, you know.
Exactly, and plus it's been proven to cure illnesses and all that. I know quite a few people here in Ohio that cured their cancer with RSO oil, which is cannabis oil.
Yeah.
And the fact
I believe
it's still illegal is fucking crazy. Well, it's not crazy because pharmaceutical companies run this country, but
yeah. Well, once the beautiful thing about capitalism is once somebody realizes there's too much money to be made from something, it's like, hey, this is no longer immoral.
That's like what Oregon did. Did you hear what they did recently?
No.
Oregon said fuck it and legalized all drugs.
Really? All drugs.
Pretty much. They decriminalized all drugs.
Jeez. Oh, great. Well, I have a soft spot for Oregon because my wife is from there, so we visit there a lot. I didn't know that though.
You can get psilocybin THC candy bars, I do believe, in Oregon.
Damn. Okay. Well, hey, everybody there's super friendly, so can't argue.
Have you been to Bend, Oregon, by chance? Since you're,
I haven't. I've only been I'm all over the Willamette Valley, but I've never been to Bend.
Bend, Oregon has the last Blockbuster.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's cool. How do they make money?
They're also an Airbnb.
Oh, okay. That's how they make money.
Yeah, and they also have had things donated to them from like movie sets and stuff. So they're kind of like a museum / Blockbuster.
That's
like
really cool.
You can still rent movies and stuff from them, and you can even return movies that you have if you want to.
That's really cool. Bend is isn't Bend on the east side?
I believe. I don't know much about Oregon, so I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
But I believe.
It's a absolutely beautiful state. I'm just getting in the shade here so the sun doesn't.
You're good, buddy.
Sun doesn't fry my phone again. Oregon is a beautiful state, man. If you can go, you won't regret it.
I plan on visiting at least every state once, if I get the chance.
Right.
If I get the chance.
Cool.
Alaska is beautiful too. I've seen pictures of it, and it gets a bad rep, but it's beautiful.
It's amazing. We played up in 2009. We spent 6 weeks up there. It was incredible. I mean, we were also there in the summertime, so you know?
Yeah. The winter would have sucked.
The winter might have been a bit of a drag, but the only thing that gets really weird up there is it's true. We were in Anchorage, so I think we were getting 2 hours of twilight every single day, and the rest was straight up sunshine. So you go out. We're finished our set at 12:30 at night, and you walk out to the patio to have a beer or something, and it's sunny. You know, you're like, wow, this is really weird.
Yeah, that is the weird thing about Alaska. They also pay you to live there.
Yeah, they give you dividends. It's a beautiful state, though, man. I if you can go.
Yeah, isn't it also Vermont? Vermont and Alaska both pay you to live there and stay there.
I didn't know that. Vermont's beautiful too.
Mm-hmm. Vermont, Go ahead. Sorry.
I was wondering, why would you need to be paid to be in these places that are as gorgeous as that?
I think that just to supplement their economy, I guess. I don't know the exact reasoning. I know Vermont, aren't they the first state to go fully electric?
Don't know that.
I do believe they run on mostly solar panels. I could be mistaken.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have no idea. Been there a few times.
Kath does want to know, will you be releasing singles from your solo album? I do believe he already has.
I haven't, but on July 13th, I'm shooting 2 videos for 2 of the songs on the record. So I suppose that would be considered the singles for, at least for YouTube. So I'm shooting one of the songs, Salem Girl, speaking of Oregon, and the last song on the record, No One. I'm shooting that one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is there any other songs off the album that you would like to turn into music videos?
I plan to do all of them. That's the plan. Now it is a little costly, so I have to do them 1 or 2 at a time. But my goal is to do all of them. I especially want to do. I want to do the first 3 songs: the Red Brick Road, Across the Border, and Roommate. I want to do all of those. I want to do all of those songs as videos. So, but I want to do more. I want to do more with them at, like, we're going to be doing just a straight live band studio shot in July for Salem Girl, and I want to, for all the videos, I want to do more stuff with them, which involves better planning and budgeting and the rest of that stuff. But they all should be out in the next 6 months.
Nice. Are they all going to be like, since your album tells a story, are they all going to be like connected as part of a story?
Good question. No, not. I wouldn't say, because they're all sort of individual stories in themselves. They don't really blend. I think they're pretty much stories into themselves. So I have concepts for about 5 of them. And it's just a matter of getting it all together and shooting them. So, but I will keep you posted. But July 13th, we're shooting 2 of them, and I'll let you know when they're going to be up and running. And hopefully you can give me a little shout out for them.
Oh, I'll give you a shout out, and even when you post them, I will actually put them up on the Facebook page. Just remind me when they come out.
Fantastic. Look. If you watch a Garage Boys video called My Sister's Plastic Dolls, it's going to be, one of the songs is going to be on the same level as that. It's going to be kind of like a weird drawing kind of collage thing. And the other video is going to be just a straight band shot thing. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I like how you're planning on releasing music videos for each song, because I have seen artists do that. I've also seen artists release each song individually and then the album, which is another thing that I've seen people do. Like, I love that music is getting more creative again instead of just releasing albums.
Yeah, all of us independent people. I mean, we just do it. We're just doing what we can at the time, and that in itself becomes unique with all of us. Like we're not owned by anybody, and we're not under anything major. So all I'm doing is, because it's funny, people are asking me a lot of questions about it, and I'm kind of going, what do I do for it today? That's what what can I do today for it? So that who knows what's going to happen in the next couple months with it.
So Dan wanted to know, and we did answer this already. He's asking if there's a show. So far, there isn't a show Bryan has planned, but this fall, more than likely, there will be shows.
Yeah.
Where do you plan on touring though for these shows?
This is also a good question. I have to do my research, so I have to put this all together and work it all around the Garage Boys shows as well, because there's a lot of stuff going on with the Garage Boys. I'm going to stick to applying for singer-songwriter weekends here and there. There's one up in South Dakota, up in Deadwood, South Dakota, in September that I'm going to probably go up and play for. And anything that is based around singer-songwriters,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pitch my name into those and get around and play that. I'm not seeing a big need to knock on club doors and, hey, can I come in and play my songs for you? It's not. That's working hard, but not working smart.
Yeah. You want to hit up places that are like looking for people. Don't ask them for.
Yeah, smaller singer-songwriter festivals, I guess is what I'm saying. It's just I don't expect to get into the big ones, but I mean, there's tons of them all over the country. So I'm pitching my name to all those as we speak, and when some of those come to fruition, I'll post it on the website and let you guys know.
You could also do an acoustic set before a Garage Boys show too, if you wanted to.
At some point, I will, probably for the Sturgis Rally. I'm going to be. I'm in talks with them right now, probably to go and play in a smaller venue and do the singer-songwriter thing. That is something I'm probably going to do this summer. So we play the cool Sturgis Bike Rally every year.
I did not know that.
Yeah, we're there every single year. We're at the Knuckle. We're the house band. So
that's cool shit.
So if you know anybody, or if you guys are going to be out that way, come on out. It's a blast.
I have a friend from South Dakota, so I might get a hold of him because he is a biker. So I might get a hold of him and go.
He should be
I
there.
wish I could go.
You can fly out. Come on.
It's a long way.
Have you ever been to Germany?
I have.
I think I might have asked that, but.
Yeah, and I'm actually going I'm going to Germany in October.
Oh,
right. Not to play, just to drink.
Not to play. Yeah.
Well,
we were supposed to go during in 2020. We were going to go to Oktoberfest. Short story long. The bed and breakfast wouldn't give me my money back, so I'm like, they gave me a credit. So I'm like, I'm going. I don't care.
Yeah.
So I'll be there October 5th to the 16th.
Oh, have a good time.
Hit Noami up. She lives in Germany.
Yeah.
Where in Germany do you live?
It's an hour away from Munich.
From Munich?
Yeah, an hour away.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're gonna be in a town called, I think it's called Struden. Am I saying it right? It's an hour from Munich, and they're doing a big they're doing a post Oktoberfest party, and we're gonna go out to that. Yeah, I'll let you know when we're out there.
Oh yeah.
I've always wanted to go to Oktoberfest.
Oh man.
Yeah, I've only been to it once.
It's such a good time. It's such a good time. We're we'll be staying in Munich for 10 days. We're gonna go up to Berlin for a couple of days. We're gonna go to. I hope I'm saying it right. I think it's called Struden. It's where those chocolate bars are made. You know those Ritter Sport chocolates.
Right. Yeah, Ritter Sport. Yeah, I know them.
Okay, that's where they're made. That's whatever town that is. That's where we're going.
Right. I can find out that.
I always feel like I butcher names in other countries too.
But yeah, Berlin's great as well. Nice place to visit.
I sure am. Well, I'll hit you guys up and let you know when I'm there.
Yeah.
Awesome. So Bryan, we're getting to about the hour mark, and I think we covered just about everything with your album. But is there anything that you want to promote with the Garage Boys or anything, your social medias? Go ahead and take it away.
Absolutely. When you're in Vegas, we're always on Fremont Street on one of the stages, either Main Street, First Street, or Third Street. We're there all throughout the summer. Then we're doing a short tour of the Midwest, which we usually do. This year it's going to be cut shorter. So we'll be up at the Sturgis Bike Rally. We'll be in Deadwood at Saloon 10, and we'll be in Murdo, South Dakota, for a little small festival there. And that's about it. And then back to Vegas to play for the fall and beyond.
Sweet. Cathy does have one last question. She has to ask this. Do you know any bars that serves absinthe in town when she's in Fremont?
Ew, no. I can find out. Tell her I'll find out. I'm sure one of the little mom and pop places in the Arts District will have it.
Not an absinthe fan, I take it.
No.
Kath got me trying it a few weeks ago. I'd never had it before, and I liked it.
Oh, you did? Okay. I'm not a big fan, and it's but hey, to each his own. I'll tell her I'll find out. I will look around and see who has it.
See, I've never tried absinthe, but I've never been much for hallucinogens myself. So.
Yeah. It's a little. It's a rough next day. I did it once, and it's like no. It's like Jägermeister. No way, no more.
We had Ryan on the show one time, and he was talking about his time taking absinthe, and there was a guy there that took like 9 shots of it, not realizing one's enough.
Ooh.
Oh, well, it's not enough, yeah.
Yeah, and he threw up all over the table.
Yeah. Well, live and learn, right?
But it was nice talking to you, Bryan.
Great
You
to
stay
talk to
safe.
you guys. Yeah, I will. And great to thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thanks for being on the show.
You're more than welcome anytime. Even if you have nothing to talk about, you're more than welcome. Just come and talk.
Just come up and go, hey, I'm here. Bye.
Yeah, you're always welcome, dude. We're always looking for people to come on.
You got it. I'll let you know when we're in Germany.
Oh, yeah.
And let me know when you're in Pittsburgh.
Thanks.
I will for sure. You guys take care.
Take care, buddy.
As well, yeah.
Go check out Bryan's album, and go check out the Garage Boys on all social media. They're kick-ass. He's an amazing guy. We'll see you, Bryan. That was Bryan Duffy. Go check out his album. It is incredible. I really enjoyed it. It is called The Red Brick Road. It is available on Spotify. It is available on all streaming platforms. And everyone, as always, remember, live long, rock hard.
Rock hard.
And thank you for tuning in. And don't forget to subscribe. Until then, whoa, I love you works too. I shall see you guys later. And don't forget to subscribe and check us out on all streaming platforms. Love you guys. Live long, rock hard.